Hello, Commanders, and welcome back to Tadowski's Shelter. Today, we are going to discuss a topic that is an extremely exciting time for many new players, but can also be very overwhelming at the same time. We will be discussing the best way to go about dealing with the official drop of the Season X heroes. I will discuss the best way to set yourself up for the best results going in, the best way to handle recruiting heroes you want, and even talk about a few of the primary heroes you should try to grab right away. Something else you should grab is my heart. By clicking that subscribe button to get notified for the latest videos and lives, hitting that like button to tell the YouTube and Last Shelter overlords that you like this kind of stuff, and dropping a comment letting me know what you think, what I can fix, and what topics you'd like to see me discuss in the next video. Season X Heroes. Saying it for many seems like a long way off. Some of you try to learn about the game and see all of these discussions about heroes that you have never seen before. You have no idea who they are, where to get them, what to do. You may even think that your game is broken, but I assure you, it's not. Season X heroes are the last batch of heroes that you will get access to after you go through a few seasons of Doomsday and the heroes associated with those seasons. The reason, as I've said so many times that you'll probably start to despise me for it, is that the game is progressive. This is one of the good aspects of the game that the developers have done. As they add new buildings, events, skills, troops, so on and so forth, instead of dumping it all on you in the beginning and telling you, hey, sink or swim, they slowly introduce new things at lower levels so that you can start to become adjusted to it and learn how some of the new aspects work. Then they proceed to build on it. The heroes are no different. Legendary heroes are fairly basic in their presentation and don't have too many crazy skills associated with them. As you progress, you'll start to see the need for unique skills in combat. Not only that, but the variety of heroes and the different skills they bring to the table adds a bit of uniqueness to your APC and to battles altogether. Some heroes and their skills can even balance the playing field slightly if you are against someone that has a little more advancement in buffs than you do. But I'm slightly getting off topic here. When Season X heroes are finally available to you, which happens around the end of Season 5 of Doomsday, which is officially Eden at this point, you will have immediate access to around 20 to 30 of the 50 plus different heroes. This is a lot of heroes. All of them have their own unique skills and uses. So which ones should you focus on? How does recruitment work in this fashion? Do you get access to all of the heroes in one place? These questions and more I hope to give some answers so that you could be prepared for what is about to happen. But before you are counting down the days and start clicking away immediately, there are a few things we should discuss, and the sooner you learn them, the better. The first thing I want to discuss is upgrading heroes. Upgrading the skills of Season X heroes is the same way other season heroes operate. You will first need to recruit the hero, and then you'll need to get 3 copies of them so that you can fully unlock all of their skills. When you start to think about how many different heroes there are, you start to realize that you will need to get lucky a lot. But fret not, there are opportunities to get copies, and this is something that we can discuss a little bit later on. The main reason I bring this up is because you should start to realize that no matter how the recruitment process may create smaller pools, you will still need a lot of super recruitment tickets. For those of you who do not spend a lot in the game, you may not have a lot of super recruitment tickets, and it will be a shame for you to waste a lot of those tickets on a Season 2 hero that will quickly be outmatched and outclassed in every way by the weakest Season X hero. This is why it's better to understand that saving tickets earlier is going to be much better for you earlier than later. How many tickets do you need? Yes is the answer. To put it simply, a few hundred tickets is not going to be sufficient to recruit a couple of heroes and have enough copies to fully unlock them, unless you're extremely lucky. However, it may not even be the hero that you want. To add insult, in order to reconstruct Season X heroes in the Hopeness Lab, you will need to use a Season X hero medal just to qualify them for reconstruction. On the plus side here, it could be any Season X heroes. But I digress. To put it simply, this is the most important time to have the best heroes you can. The old heroes will start to go away and you will rarely use them. In fact, you may even be splitting them so you can get the experience points and wisdom medals from them. So all the tickets you spent trying to get Viscount in Season 2 will have been wasted when you could have saved them for a really good Season X hero. It's not uncommon to have people save up thousands of tickets going into Season X recruitment pools. Now, recruitment pools will be fairly common during the Seasons of Eden so that you can get better chances at getting different Season X heroes. And as we've discussed, recruitment pools are the best way to get your season heroes and get enough copies to max them out. However, we are going to focus on the time you first get access to the Season X heroes, since this is the time most people scramble to get the best heroes they can so they can get ahead of the curve. One of the things I do want to mention is that when you first get access to the initial Season X recruitment pools, you will get a few weeks to get a good amount of heroes from various different pools. However, you will not see another Season X recruitment pool until the next Eden starts again. So make the best use of the opportunity as you see fit, and know that there will be very little opportunity for you to get more Season X heroes for a couple of months. So let's break this down in the simplest way I can describe. Prior to Season X heroes becoming available, there are certain events and even Doomsday rewards that will give you Season X recruitment tickets. When you go to use those tickets, you will be shown 4 different pools of Season X heroes to choose from. Each pool has a variety of different heroes, and the ticket will allow you to recruit one of those heroes at random. When the initial Season X recruitment pools open, you will be faced with a very similar option. You will have pools where you choose the hero you prefer, and then do the recruitments until you get a Season X hero. These pools differ slightly in that the bar builds up until you get the hero of your choice, as opposed to any Season X hero. You can change the preferred hero at any point and not lose your progress on the bar. This means that you may really want Sven, but you put Tuner as your preferred hero initially, and right before the bar fully fills up, you can swap Tuner for Sven, and Sven would be the hero you recruit after the next draw, allowing the bar to fill to max. This is a good tactic for those of you who feel that you are not getting the hero you want because they are in the preferred slot. This is not officially proven to be true, but some believe that any hero in the preferred slot has a lower chance of being recruited normally because they're guaranteed at the end of the bar being filled. No one has evidence of this actually being the case, but I will say it doesn't hurt to pick a hero you don't want and swap for a hero you really do want right before the bar will cash you out. The other issue is that you will most likely be faced with around 5 or 6 different pools all at once. Some have overlapping heroes, some have heroes that aren't in any of the smaller ones, some have 9 heroes, some have 4. The typical pool strategy still applies here. It's easier to max out heroes from recruiting from smaller pools than the larger ones. The issue you'll see is that the most powerful heroes are going to be in the larger pools, but they can start to make huge changes in your game during specific events. So what should we do? Blow through all our tickets right away? Only focus on one pool? Do all of them? Well, the first thing I would suggest is for you to figure out which Season X heroes you want right away. Which ones fit in with your current maxed out SP heroes and the heroes you use more frequently. More commonly, Season X heroes will be matched with other Season X heroes or SP heroes. So looking at your previous season heroes will not be hugely beneficial when it comes to looking at who you should recruit. Once you have a list of the most requested heroes, look at those must-haves. This list list really is smaller, and it is based on how they would be used or how adaptable they are to multiple formations. Some Season X heroes are able to be used in multiple different formations with various heroes, and some can only be used with a very specific crew. The more versatile will be the ones that you will want to focus on getting first. I know that that is a broad statement, but let me explain. There are recommended hero charts by other players and creators that will show you various top formations of heroes that work well together. These players have done a lot of testing to see how well they work together, though these are not set in stone recommendations since these charts leave out a huge chunk of the picture. But the main thing to take away from these charts is to see which heroes will work well together. As you look at these formations, take note of which heroes will show up more frequently than others. For example, Spark Fox, Azzy, shows up in a lot of various top formations. This will tell me that it will be beneficial for me to try and get her maxed out first, and I should target the best pools that have her in it as a priority over any of the others. There are a few heroes that will fall into this easily adaptable category. Super Killer, Flash, Clan Elite, and a few others are all heroes that show up in your top formations more than once. These are Season X heroes you should target first. However, there are a couple of heroes that are not on top formation battle lists that I would heavily push for you to target over even these top battle heroes. Sven is one such hero. Sven is a fighter hero that doesn't show up on a single top battle formation list anywhere. However, the one place he does show up is on the top tile killer formations. Sven is a hero that is the backbone to every top tile taking formation. He is crucial in allowing you to push higher level tiles extremely early in a Season of Eden. You might even be able to take a level 16 tile with an immunity of less than 3,000, which means you can take a level 8 but not a level 9, with the right combination, including Sven. The game does have a tendency to gravitate around Eden and Doomsday, so putting him as a very high priority can put you ahead of the pack when it comes to Eden. Another hero that is barely on any chart and could be very useful is Death Rider. One of Death Rider's later skills allows him to increase the destruction power of the formation by a pretty significant amount. This means that you can do more damage to a structure just by having him in the formation. This can place you higher on the destruction leaderboard, resulting in more first occupation rewards, and place you higher on the guild contribution list, allowing you to get better rewards. Although his priority level should be considered lower because that's really all he can bring to the table. Another Season X hero with very limited use but is extremely useful to have is Glowblade. This shooter hero has a skill that naturally boosts marching speed drastically. This is much better than the Season 1 speed tiling heroes that have an activation skill and a cooldown for that skill. But once again, her use is fairly limited to tiling, and the priority may not be as high as the others. With that being said, the highest priority Season X hero I would place upon anyone just getting access to them would be Sven, since being able to take all level 16 tiles immediately in Eden has a huge benefit to you overall and is more useful than any other battle hero. After that, I would put a focus on getting heroes like Spark Fox, Super Killer, Clan Elite, Speedster as your main battle heroes. Albeit, this does depend on which SP heroes you have maxed out, as at least one Season X hero will be used to make up a top formation. I would refer you to look at the recommended hero chart either in the official Last Shelter Discord, and I even attempt to share the newest ones in my own Discord, but refer to that chart to kind of get an idea of which formations and heroes you should be looking at. And that's it. I know that it sounds like a lot, but it really isn't. I just tend to ramble more than anything else. But the main takeaway is for you to be smart. Save your tickets, focus on heroes you must have, try not to spread yourself too thin, and get what you can, and then fill in the other heroes later on. Any Season X hero you get will be useful, so don't look at it as a waste if you don't immediately get the top heroes you want. But do have a goal in mind, because when the hero pools first drop, you will want to go bananas. You will want to use all your tickets, get all the heroes you can, and leave logic out the window. Remember, you will want to get heroes fully unlocked and able to get Hopeness Lab skills applied to them. Having them fully set up in this fashion will make them far more useful than 15 different Season X heroes that you can only awaken. But awaken yourself to subscribe to the channel for more LSS videos, and like and comment to let me know how I did, what you want to see, and show your support. Remember to help each other out, look out for each other, and until next time, be safe out there.